Okay, so we are performing a video inspection for Tony at the nursing home. He is going to be adding 2 bathrooms over there. So we want to make sure that our drop for the installation of these 2 bathrooms are within reach in order to plumb those 2 toilets and 2 lab sinks. So immediately off the bat, it looks like the discharge line for the water softener that appears to be bypassed is sharing this line. So get past it. We're able to get past it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pausing this video as we go along so that we can locate the line, give us direction and depth. So we'll pause this right now. All right, we've located the line. Goes inside right underneath the shower, serving that shower, toilet, and sink. Depth so far is about 2 feet 1 inch, and you have a distance of 30 feet coming across the outside, and then an additional 20 feet before we can even tie in, because this is obviously above grade. Now you do have options if you don't want to chip the floor up inside the house. We can actually sink a mechanical pump in the ground, and we can physically pump the water over to this discharge here sticking out of your wall, and then it'll transfer it down from that point via gravity. So while I'm looking at this video though, you know, there's standing water here. There's really no one using water, but let's see here. Here's your connection to that bathroom. So we're just right at the beginning of the bathroom there. So moving forward, this is the pipe that goes in, then it looks like it drops down into the shower, picks up the shower. There's a bit of holding water in there, and as it continues, should be dry, this line. Shouldn't be any water in there. Oh, here it comes. Now it's dry. Now we can see what it looks like. And so we're definitely past the bathroom at this point. We're traveling straight across the property. Again, there's a bit of a bad spot where water collects there. So it's definitely a poorly pitched sewer line. There should be no water in that line at all. And it looks like we come back out of that belly. Looks like we made a turn there. Snaking this line periodically will do you favors. Prevents backups, emergency calls, especially with something so poorly pitched. And the problem areas that we just saw. So as you can see, we're in about 60 feet. And again, looks like we're underwater. So the old shoreline definitely has its issues. "76 feet. And looks like we come back out of a belly there. And there's a connection there. Alright, that's the end of my run there. So yeah, you don't have the pitch that I would need for a 1/4 inch per foot because you're only 2 feet deep in that bathroom, and that would constitute me tying this in somewhere lower than that bathroom, just to give it enough pitch so that everything drains properly. The only other option you have is obviously the mechanical pump, which is a sewer ejector, and then at that point, you know, we can come underground, reintroduce it into the drain line here, and have it mechanically pump up and out. And it would be 2-inch piping, but you would need room to be able to allow for the pump, which is a 30-inch pit by 18 inches in diameter. The water obviously is not an issue. We can definitely run water here, and there's a bathroom right behind here, so we can even tap into the hot water, supplying hot water to your fixtures. And that is going to conclude this video inspection. We'd obviously have to get rid of that since it's not even being used anymore. Alright, that concludes this video.